Hello and welcome everybody to another episode of Crash Course in World History. My name is Practically John Green, and today's episode is about taking the AP World History course. Mr. Green, I'm gonna take that class too! Yes, I know me from the past, because I am you from the future. Like me from the past, you are likely watching this because you too want to enter the world of AP World History. Having been through the class with some level of success, I'm here to advise you on what to and not to do to pass the AP test. Now, before we really get into it, we need to make something clear. This class is not a joke, or something you can cruise through and expect to do well. It takes real effort, and if you don't put any in, it makes the AP test that much harder. Now with the seriousness out of the way, let's start with tip number 1. Fill out your question packets! These are your lifelines in this class. It's all you really have in the form of structured content that is clear and easy to understand. You can fill them out in class while Mr. Malecki reviews them, or you can be productive and read the textbook! I know, right? Scary idea. Oh, it's time for the open letter? What's in the secret compartment today, Alex? Oh look, it's Ways of the World, A Global History with Sources, 3rd edition. Thanks, Kelcher, you know how much I love this textbook. Dear Robert W. Strayer and Eric W. Nelson, I'm not here to complain about your textbook. How could I have the right to complain about something I only read the first 4 chapters of? Although it's 1,157 pages long, this book is packed with useful information from all parts of history. Yes, even the Mongols. And how impressive is it that you crammed all of human history into just over 1,000 pages? Tolkien could even fit the lives of 2 hobbits in under 1,600. Lastly, I think my favorite part of your work is that you both use your middle initial on the front cover just to flex that you have the same. You guys put the W in world history. Best wishes, Practically John Green. Second piece of advice, do the writing assignments. While knowing the content in AP World History is very important, slightly more important, and what I personally think the class is trying to teach you, is how to think like a historian and write effective and clear essays about things in history. Writing by itself takes up 2 hours and 20 minutes of the 3 hours and 15 minutes allotted to take the AP test. And your only practice before the real thing is the few assignments you get in class. Yes, when you get a DBQ for the first time, it is very difficult to understand what the heck you're trying to do and how you're supposed to write it. But it is crucial that you try every time so that by the end of the course, you will at least somewhat understand how to structure your essays. For the last piece of advice, we're going to take a trip over to Camera 2. Hey Camera 2, one of the most important things you can do in this class is listen to Mr. Malecki. One of the greatest sources of knowledge in this class is your teacher. He gives you all the information that you need. You just need to grab hold of your chatty, hyperactive selves and pay attention in class. Plus, if you don't pay attention, you miss great Maleckiisms such as, I much more likely would have gone into some religious order than on a boat, or Michael Phelps would have been the next Tarzan. In the end, if you fill out your question packets, do your writing assignments, and listen to Malecki, you will achieve some success in AP World and give yourself a good shot at getting a 3 or better on the AP exam. Join us next week when we look into the science of Kelcher's pentagon-shaped head. This episode of Crash Course was written and performed by myself and edited and filmed by my good friend Alex Kelcher. If you want to see more of his content, his link will be in the description below. If you want to see some more of the slightly more attractive real John Green, go to youtube.com/crashcourse, and I'll see you guys next week. Me from the past. Book of the frick. I scrolled too far. Cut to credits. And then I gotta do like the... One of the graces... I can't even say the first word. You just had to keep a hold on your chatty, hyperactive freshman selves, sophomore selves. Okay, I'm smart.
Did you write freshman?
No, I said freshman, but it's sophomore. I didn't write either. And I tried ad-libbing, and it was bad. Lucky. If you want to see some of the more Frank! Thank you everybody for watching. What am I doing? Why did I say that? I also ran over your charger.
I'm keeping that.
That's going in the video.